We have a new community event kicking off tomorrow in Destiny 2, and this is all about rebuilding the Eliksni Quarter. We've got to get around the solar system and collect captain's coins and deposit them into the Eliksni Quarter, and today I'm going to run through the basics of the event, plus how you can get involved and also the best way to get hold of captain's coins. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, first of all today, let's have a look at what the community event is. So Bungie say about the event: since the season of Splicer, we've been finding our new Eliksni friends in some of the most unexpected places. Many corners of our tower have become safe havens for them, and even if they're struggling with vending machines, a space in the last city was also carved out to serve as a home for them. However, we've been noticing that the Eliksni Quarter is a bit, well, cold. While the Spider has set up his cosy little shop to house his business dealings, many are still taking up residence in places without walls, shelter or warmth. Misrax is calling upon us to aid in improving their living environment. So all Guardians are going to be asked to collect treasure in the form of captain's coins from around the solar system to donate towards the Eliksni Quarter, helping Spider with improvements and upkeep, while Misrax and Ido devote their time to researching the relics of Nezarec. Well, next up, let's have a look at when the event starts and ends. Well, the event starts at reset time on the 22nd of November 2022, that is tomorrow at the time of publishing, and runs until the 6th of December 2022, and that also is the end of Season of Plunder. Well, next up, how can you contribute? Well, the objective of the event, as we said before, is to collect captain's coins, and they can be found around various locations in the solar system. So captain's coins can be found in destination chests, lost sectors, public events, and of course, Season of Plunder, Catch Crash and Expedition activities. And you can also find captain's coins in the King's Fall Raid, Dares of Eternity, Strikes, Crucible, and also Gambit 2. Each Guardian is going to have their own personal donations reward track with an emblem, upgrade materials, and also a new swashbuckling ghost shell. The community as a whole will pool their treasure together to help Misrax and Spider improve the Eliksni Quarter, receiving global community earned rewards and a special Eliksni thank you gift along the way. We're talking about rewards. What are the rewards? So Bungie say deep sight weapons are going to be on offer, going to help you with the Scallywag title. Plus it's always good to get craftable weapons, and some of these seasonal weapons are really good indeed. We also get a new exotic ghost shell, plus I imagine we're going to get some really good story and lore, given this event carries into Season 19. Now, Bungie mentioned this line in the description, helping Spider with improvements and upkeep while Misrax and Ido devote their time to researching the relics of Nezarec. And that makes me think we'll get a nice bit of story to finish up the season and set up Season 19. Well, Bungie also said the community as a whole will pool their treasure together to help Misrax and Spider improve the Eliksni Quarter, receiving global community earned rewards and special Eliksni thank you gifts along the way. So we're just going to have to wait and see what those thank you gifts are. Well, next up, let's have a look at how to get captain's coins quickly. So there's going to be various ways to get captain's coins, including destination chests, lost sectors, public events, and of course, Season of Plunder, Catch Crash and Expedition activities, King's Fall Raid, Dares of Eternity, Strikes, Crucible, and also Gambit. Well, there are going to be a couple of ways to get captain's coins quickly. I think Catch Crash, Expedition, King's Fall Raid, especially Dares of Eternity, Gambit, and maybe even Crucible, that does take quite a lot of time. So I would recommend lost sectors, public events, and strikes. Well, first of all, public events, and for this you want to go to the EDZ and get stuck into the public events there. You can see public events on the director, and given the EDZ is very large, you'll always going to have a few going on at the same time. And ideally, you want to trigger the heroic public event as quickly as possible, open up the chest, get on your Sparrow, go out of the zone, back in the zone again, and try to double dip. Another way to get fast captain's coins is through the Lake of Shadow strike. This can also be found on the EDZ. You should be able to finish this strike in roughly 4 to 5 minutes if you get your runs down efficiently. Well, lost sectors are another good way to get captain's coins. The EDZ, once again, is another good option here. So if you land at Trossland, you can easily access 3 lost sectors and pick up some fast captain's coins. Well, I'm sure various methods are going to come up over the next few days, I'm going to be back with a video if a new method arises, which is obviously the most efficient. Well, next up, we've got some other good improvements to Season of Plunder, and this relates to the Scallywag title. So if you want to get this title, now it is much easier than before. So rip getting 50 ruffian kills. Well, Bungie say next Tuesday, that is tomorrow, we're going to have some changes coming to Season of Plunder title. Specifically, we're going to be reducing some of the requirements to unlock Scallywag. We got some words from the development team to explain the changes, and they say we looked at the data and the Season of Plunder seal, and the title is harder to acquire than originally intended. To earn the seal, you're still going to be able to complete a vast majority of Plunder content and show mastery over seasonal activities. Seals are meant to be an aspirational goal, but our data shows that certain triumphs were overtuned. We're taking the feedback around Destiny's grind to heart, which is why we made the decision to deploy the following changes before the season concludes. So they're going to drop the ruffian completion value to 10, that is down from 50. While we introduced a fix to prevent ruffians from despawning in expeditions, players can still progress through objectives a bit too fast for these champions to spawn. As such, we're reducing the requirements to help players meet the requirements a little bit faster. Also, drop vendor upgrades required, 14 down from 23. This would be the equivalent of completing the first 7 weeks of seasonal challenges that award repute, and that is the upgrade currency. Change promote and summon first mate to doing it one time each. We realised this step didn't really have a deep enough tutorial for some players to fully grasp, and it requires a lengthy grind to unlock all 3 first mates. We'll change the seal requirement to complete 8 out of 9 triumphs, and that should allow some flexibility for players as they progress through triumphs and seasonal challenges to unlock the seasonal title. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think about that community event, and let me know what you think of those changes to the seal. Well, that is it for this guide for the Improving the Eliksni Quarter community event, coming in Destiny 2 tomorrow. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. Well, if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.
The Drifter tells me that you worked closely together in the past.
Yes. When the pyramids first arrived in this system, he and I deciphered their messages. His assistance was trying at times, but proved invaluable, and prepared us for what followed.
I see. That is interesting to hear. His account of these events differs somewhat.
Differs? How?